What up? I'm killing the volume. Hey, real quick, I just had I'm on my way to the airport per usual on a Friday. I got 55 miles of gas until I'm on empty, and I have 27 miles to get there, so it's pretty fucking good because I'll only have to fill it up because the last 2 times I've been in such a hurry that I didn't fill it up, and that cost me. Irregardless, I had like a thought earlier because I want to share this with y'all because I think it'll give some perspective to some of y'all, and not really the ones that are locked in, like really know that, like, okay, yeah, that man really do got like this or that happening, and you know, it's not a coincidence. He's been posting the same shit for 4 years. These planes, these helicopters. Let me tell you about my current job, right? I had my first you want to call it a business meeting or something, but damn near like the first time I ever done that in my life, period, right? Like, so what I did was, like, this morning I had to be up at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. or something, and I had finished my job out here. I'm flying back to Chicago for the weekend, you know, and then I'm coming back out to actually the same place. But, so I had my first, like, Microsoft Teams meeting, and it was with, like, big homie, like, super big homie, who's, like, you know, my boss's boss, so, like, you know, like the field service team, what I'm a part of. I think it's like a total of 11 of us or something, or 17 if you include other shit, but like I'm like one of 8 that actively moves around. Okay, so why I say this is because I remember when this company had called me, and it was in like May. It was in May or the month before. I was in California. I know I took y'all there with me. I went to Cali. I went to Arizona. I see my friend Christina in Arizona, and I never called her since because I'm a terrible friend. But irregardless, I then went to Mexico. I then shot back up. I crashed the car kind of like in Kansas. Been fucked up since. But the point is, while I was out doing that job that lasted like 10 days in Cali, I had gotten a phone call from the current company that I'm working for. And actually, before I even went out there, I've been speaking with the company that I work for right now for about 3 weeks. And like, I was thirsty to get back to work because I ain't worked in a hot minute, and I was getting close to be popped, right? So I wanted to continue talking to these people, but I had to take the job. I took the job. I left, and all of a sudden, like the kid they expect to answer the phone, you know, every time they call, all of a sudden I can't answer that shit, and I'm telling them, hey, look, I'm so still interested in working with y'all, but I had an offer, I had to take it. You know, money on the table is not a permanent position, though. It's a temp job. Matter of fact, they just offered me another gig, and this is the other thing. I just got offered work. For the last 2 weeks, they've called me. They messaged me that it was a $91 an hour, $91.89 an hour, guaranteed 60 hours. I mean, checks would be fucking real nice, right? But again, that's like me taking something, and maybe it lasts a month, maybe it lasts 4 months, maybe it lasts a week. But I mean, I could run up like easy $7.5 grand a week. So that's what, 30 grand in a month. That's like what I would make. Fuck, my checks are barely $3,000, if that. You know what I mean? If that, and they're not. My shit was like 20, like under that today. It was like 25. So my point is, that's for 2 weeks. So basically, I'm making $5,000 to $6,000, $7,000 a month. It's not a lot of money. Like, and I don't know why I'm sharing that, but just to give you all perspective of like how I value the company I work for, because I do have a 401k for the first time. I don't know why. You know, I think it's just one of them things. But I mean, for me, it shows that, I think it shows them that, from my point of view, it's like me trying to show them, hey, I want to be with y'all. But like, I'm not what they thought I was when they hired me. But I never claimed to be fucking Mr. Fixin' and fucking I know how to do electrical panels and all this other shit. Though I do know how to do this shit, and I figure it out as I go. And everything I do, I like. Out of the 12 weeks I've been doing this, I've only had 2 jobs I haven't completed, and it was the same fucking place. And it was like the second week I started. Anyways, I like when they send me on my own shit though too, like this. But my point is, okay, so the call I have this morning with this guy, like big boss man, right? It's 17 people in the team's room. I'm the only dumbass who doesn't know how to use a computer. Of course, I'm the only idiot who's got my fucking camera on, and like probably look like I just woke up because I literally did. Everyone else's shit like was like motherfuckers had all their shit off. I had my microphone. Again, I'm new to this shit, right? Forgive me. Whatever. Like, big boss man, like, hey, there goes Kyle. Like, some shit like, all right, homie. Like, click, killed that bitch, right? I ain't know. Again, look, my OG, like, nah. So we're not gonna answer. I'll call you back, ma. Hang on. So anyways. Oh, 843. I don't even know what number that is. That's probably that same job. Okay, so anyways, back on track. Big boss man, everyone makes light of the fact I'm a fucking idiot. I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't proclaim to be fucking computer literature or computer proficient, none of that shit. What I proclaim to do is like I bust my ass and I'm gonna work hard and I'm gonna get whatever done, right? Like I don't give up and I'll figure it out. I'm fucking 40-some years old. I've been doing shit my whole life. Like, you think I can't figure this shit out? You give me a piece of paper, a computer. Like, nowadays motherfuckers use that AI shit and cheat like a motherfucker. Point is, just put me in the game and I got this. Okay, so that's how I feel like I get down, right? And 3-month review comes up in like a week, so I don't know what happens, but like it's like with this company, either they hire you on it 3 months or like good job, we don't want you, see you later. But my point is, a statistic came up today, and I'm sorry it took me 7 minutes to get to this point, but if you made it this far, this is the fucking point of the video. I was told since June of this year, and that's why I was bringing up when they started talking to me, May, June, right? I accepted the job June 12th. I went scheduled for work to start on July 7th is when I started, right? Remember flying out there and I was supposed to be down in the office for a week. I was there for a day and a half and they put me in the field. I've been at it ever since. That was the first time first hotel I went to in Tennessee, first place to crack me with a smoking ticket right off the patio. But here's the thing. The reason I tell you the whole, like, when I start, from June of this year, they told us they have interviewed 596 people. They have interviewed since June. I repeat, 596 people. You know how many they hired? Including me? You see what I'm saying? They legit hired 3 people of 596, what I believe is like maybe, is that even 2% or is that 0.2%? I think it's 0.2%, honestly. I'm not sure. Because one would be like 0.06%. I don't know, whatever. I'm not great. I'm good with numbers, I'm not that great. Okay, so anyways, and then the other thing is, since I've started, they've lost 3 people. They broke even. But what set me apart, y'all know me, what set me apart from fucking 596 other people? 596 interviewed, 593 said no, or got told no. 1 did not make it because he didn't clear a background check. Hey, I just started clearing 10 years last September when I went to Boeing. Why? Why? What are the odds? I mean, like, I just tried to do the odds, but like realistically, like, what are the odds that somebody like me, right? Because I had to go in for a personal interview too. They flew me down there. I took y'all with me. Like, it was all like kind of like a surreal thing. Like, then I had to wait 3 weeks to hear if they hired me. The whole hiring and onboarding process took about 3.5, 4 months from the day they called me to the day I accepted to the day I started, which is fucking crazy. And they have so much work. That job I just did, I don't know if I put any videos, but it was like 2 other dudes. That gig paid us like 85 grand and it took us 3 days. Okay? The job I'm doing right now, in fact, I just made the company a decent amount of money and I saved the money. So like that's whatever, but like I don't know. I could look up how much they budget and how much they make in net profit and all that dumb shit. But like I will say this: my credit card got a $10,000 increase, so now it's at like 20 bands because I kept like having issues with my credit card. And then the other day, actually just yesterday, it was about 2:30 in the afternoon. And I get a call from my job and they're like, yo, we need samples of primary sludge and waste activated sludge. For like those that don't know the difference, I'm not going to explain it because nobody cares. Difference is basically one's like fucking after being treated before it runs through a filter or a screen or something to de-water it and turn it to a solid. And one is like before the chemical addition and like the after. Okay, so that's that. Waste activated sludge, it's WAS, is the shit that like municipalities deal with. Activated sludge, or I'm sorry, primary sludge is more like industrial shit. Okay, like when I used to show y'all like the filter cake or the sludge or whatever. But all this shit I'm doing is municipal. My career in this shit, if you want to call it that, my time spent has been entirely in industrial and doing the actual operator job, treating chemicals, keeping pHs, taking tests, shit like that, making sure the high metals don't go on. I'm the one who keeps the water fucking. I'm the one who keeps the company protected by not discharging high volumes of metals or temporaries, suspended solids, or BOD, biodegradable bullshit, so, like shit like that. So PFAS, fucking FOGs, all these type of terms that like I've grown to know. But again, like my that's what I know how to do, and that's what I'm like fucking not great at. But like when I say I don't know how to do anything, but I know how to do this, I know how to do that, right? That's my point. So I haven't been to a job in the 3 months I've been here where I've had anything relative to my experience, right? Like aside from when I went to Campbell's Soup, which was like the Pepperidge Farm cookie joint, where it was an industrial fucking place. It reminded me of a place JBS I used to work at, which was like a terrible place, but it was like foods, but it was animals. It was gross. Anyways, I was able to give those people a lot of helpful information, and I continue to answer their calls and give them my support in doing things. And like sometimes people just want to hear what they think is okay from somebody else. It's just like, like especially in any type of like manufacturing thing, you want to make sure that one of your colleagues is like, yes, you can do that. Because if you fuck up, it's like, man, I can't blame this person. So they call me sometimes, and I'll tell them what I think. And they're like, oh, yeah, that's what we thought, but we just want to okay, cool, whatever. That's the only one time my shit was ever relevant to what I do. And I guess this last one, what I was going to say is, like, I get a call at 2:30 where they need these samples. Because my company is going to start selling a chemical called polymer. It's like it's something that is used in mixing and flocculation, and it helps to things to bind together, like metals. It makes them metal hydroxides. In this case, it like takes little pieces of shit and makes them bigger pieces of shit, so they go through a screen. It's just what it does. It's a chemical. It's not very hazardous at all. I put my hand in it. It feels like like it's slimy. I'm not gonna say nothing stupid, but you know what I mean. It's not. It does. Anyways, my company wanted 2 gallons of primary sludge, waste activated sludge, and in order to get that to them and to be tested, it has to be taken in a certain type of manner, like the test bottle has to be it's like usually we use DI water, deionized water, whatever, and it's like water that has 0 iron. It's just like a pH of pure 7, has no impurities, it's not even drinkable, right? And like that's kind of like distilled water. So I had to run to, because I had no bottles to put this shit in, right? I ran to the local dollar store, damn near bought out all of their fucking jugs of distilled water, only to pour them out and dump them out in the street, which was okay because that's what I had to do to get acceptable receptacle bottles that I can pour this hazardous waste into, and there's nothing inside of the bottle that's going to give it a metal reading or this reading. So like again, like it's like not rocket science, but if you don't know the shit, you don't know the shit. So they were asking me, and they were trying to send me like a guide on how to take the samples. I'm like, dude, I've done this shit for a long time, no problem, I got you. I went and bought a cooler. They ain't even had a cooler. I bought the cooler they had that they were using. It had mold in it. I washed it out, whatever, it didn't matter. Then you got to take the samples, and then they want also a sample of the current chemical they're using, right? Because that way they know what is in the waste activated, I believe, or no, in the primary sludge, because that will be the one that has the chemical. Forgive me if I'm misspeaking. And I'm getting close to the airport. My point is, that shit has to be received from the time you take the test. From the time you sample it, it has 24-hour period to where it needs to be tested. Today, that was Thursday. Today's Friday. They called it 2:30. I'm in a small hillbilly podunk ass little town, which I like, I don't give a fuck. But there's not a UPS everywhere. Everything is 8-10 miles away. I had to go and pick up the bottles, come back to the site, then run and grab these samples, take a picture of the chemical. It took five grown men to tip a barrel so that I could get the 4 ounces, because they didn't have a drum pump for me to get it out. Then I had to get ice, and I had to dump ice into this after I sealed each individual bottle with like Gorilla Tape and labeled them, and basically packed it in the cooler so that it will remain cold. The sample will be like literally, not to discuss y'all, but like in the one before it was treated with the polymer and it's on its way out of the system, I saw a fucking red worm, like a shit worm, like that came out of somebody's ass type shit. Like, that's shit water. It's gross, right? I'm sorry, it is what it is, right? But like, motherfuckers are like, make sure you dump that worm in there. You know what I mean? Just because this was like, when you do this shit, it's just your job. Like, whatever. God forbid, I didn't even have fucking gloves on, dude. I said to send a hazardous report to the people who are going to be receiving it, so they knew exactly what the fuck they were getting. So like, long story short, that costed $800 to send overnight. I put that bitch on a credit card. Like, when I heard $800, I was like, damn. I'm like, is it ain't cheaper to send it 2 hours later? She's like, you asked for the earliest time. I'm like, you right. I'm sorry, I don't even know why I care. I got instructions to send it at 8. I'm gonna send it at 8, so I spent the $800. Then I had another part that I fixed. I fixed the E-stop, probably about $1,000 part. I sent that bitch back to another factory. So like, there's two plus marks. I got like a bunch of nice emails, first time ever. Okay, but like, haven't heard back about the samples, if they were well received or not, but I haven't heard that they weren't, so I don't know. Anyways, I should probably ask about that. But the point is, the whole point was that, like, damn near anybody could do this shit, right? There's way more qualified people. Unless they're talking to just any retard off the street, but, like, you don't apply for this type of position without type of, like, experience. Most of these guys have mechanical experience. They've been tearing apart machines, like, I'm like one of the few with the wastewater experience, and like, it's in the operator. It's not in like installations. And like, so like, maybe they see a future in me. I don't know what the fuck it is. Or maybe, just maybe, I was placed here. Maybe I was placed here because you know what? Guess what? I go through all the facial recognizing software at the airports every 2 times a week. I still don't have a real ID. Like they get to watch me go and do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, could it be there, like up their sleeve? Because if it's not like my fucking crew of angels that watch over me, and the good Lord who like blesses me when I need it, like how else do I always seem to go from fucking super jam to like I'm gonna be alright, like I got a good one type shit, and then like something happen, they'll fuck it up and it won't be my fault. I have to like, I damn near have to like take the fucking like, I damn near have to take the fucking shit like you know, like with a grain of salt, or like acknowledge the fact I've been beaten and like not cry about this shit, because nobody will ever want to hear you cry about some shit, but like just keep putting faith in the Lord to like, yes, I'm gonna keep being right. I'm gonna not do a lot of the shit I used to do before, because not that it was ever hurting anybody, but like I'm trying to do it your way now. You know what I mean? Like everything I've asked you to do to show me the right way. Like I never thought for a second, like when I had to drive with 0 license and I got switched to like a night slot in 2022 when I was trying to get my license back, that my protector would allow me to then have to switch to nights and get smoked at night driving illegally. Like, and of course, like in my mind, as long as I'm doing right and like doing what, you know, what I believe is within God's law, not man's law. Man's law don't apply to me. I don't give a fuck what man say, but I do live my life by God law. And like as long as I didn't go left when I was supposed to stay right, you feel me? Like I'll be alright. And sure as shit, like I haven't deviated off that course, and I haven't had no issues since. But that's how I think I made it with my license. I drove out, like I ended up driving from Washington State across the country, no license, like felony type shit in the car, not even knowing it, like petty felony shit, you know. But like nonetheless, like I thought I was legit. But again, like whatever, I wasn't worried about that shit. But my point is like I got stopped twice on the way home from Cali, and I was like, I think I had a license at that point, or I mean before the warrant, but I didn't get searched ever. Y'all were with me on that one. Y'all let me know like I must be on this type of list, do not detain list, and like that why I say this shit, because like I get this information. I've been stopped like 3-4 times. They motherfuckers don't do shit. Any other time in my life, I was locked up. I mean, I ain't say like when the police came and harassed me at Hertz last week. I knew they ain't had shit to stand on, but technically, like they were trying to give me like, say if I didn't leave as trespassing because I'm not renting a car, and the Hertz people wanted me to go. I'm like, that's cool. I wanted to see where they're gonna go take my car for $450 or their car, and like, you know, like. They could have took me to jail on some petty shit, but like I could have probably sued them then. I'm not ever gonna pay a trespassing ticket. I wasn't trespassing. I had a fucking flight ticket. So like, beat that in court. Go fuck yourselves. But again, that was just the harassment that come with the bullshit, right? So all that to say that like, here I am, waking up today, having this meeting to find out that in the last June to September, 4 months, they've interviewed actively. I'm not sure if that's phone interviews, people coming to the office, what exactly, where they get that number from, but knowing that like I'm one of 3 of about 600, and then I ask y'all now to put that with like, what are the odds that every time I want to go outside there's a white prop plane flying over me, right? Anytime I drive at night, the constellation freaks like to tell me they're stars, but like the drones follow me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not because I asked them to, or because I think like I'm a special person. Like, I know I'm a special person, but that's in a whole nother manner. Like, that's for those who can see inside themselves and know who they are. You better know you special type shit. You know what I mean? Especially if you're one of the real ones. So like, but it really doesn't have to be said. What's understood need not be said. But that again, not my point. My point is, why did I get a job at Abbott? They were the ones manufacturing all the PCR COVID tests during the COVID time, right? Abbott's a fucking another like Fortune top 50 companies in the world. Like, I had a job there. After Abbott, and this is after I got fired from my job for being late after 15 years of working there, where it was time for me to go anyways. But holy shit, I'm pulling up in the airport right now. I gotta get gas. Motherfuck, dude. I did this twice because I'm talking. Alright, I gotta reroute because I'm here. It's 4:12. My flight leaves in like an hour and a half. I got time to go get gas. Alright, so look, so basically, I just ask you all to think about like when we think about coincidences, and we think about like you know, like why this, why that. I just ask y'all to think like I'm giving y'all raw information from today, where today I found out from my own company. That I was basically, you could call it, where the fuck am I going? Keep right. You could call it 1 in 200, which would actually be 0.5%, or 3 in 600 to get hired in the last 4 months. To me, that's kind of crazy. And like, I don't think that it's fucking by chance. Oh yeah, let me run down the things. So we have Abbott. I worked at Abbott. From Abbott, I then got called for my first like on the road paid per diem job. That was at Emerson. Emerson was actually 33rd on the Forbes, on the list, where Forbes list I think it was, or whatever. But so that's Emerson. From Emerson, I went to Crown in Ohio, and they were the nation's like biggest forklift provider for big lot type stores, right? Like, they give all the forklifts to Walmart, Costco. Okay, so they had money. I go from there to another shitty company with the company I was with, and they sent me to some bitch ass company in North Dakota, and I got fired on the third day for nothing. Actually, that was the only time I cut my hair in the past like 3 years, and I got fired for looking good, probably. And not good, but like, I put on an image that wasn't me, and that's why I refuse to change my style or my look or whatever the fuck I have going on. It just feels like it's me. So like, why be something you're not? Because you know what? Like, at the end of the day, be something you're not, and then they won't crack you and make you fucking. It's just not. It's just not smart, in my opinion. Like, I do what I have to do to. What the fuck is going on here? I do what I have to do to Why can't I go right? I have to go right here. I do what I have to do to get by. I got fired, great. I went through some tough times. I got another job, and that job sucked in Minnesota. But then I went to fucking where'd I go? I went to that's when I went to Boeing after that. Then I go to Boeing, and after Boeing, I go to Boeing. Boeing was a good job too, and like, I don't know how I got that, but I got it, right? So I go to Boeing, and then that held me down. Then I went to then I went to DS Smith, who was like one of the nation's. They were the place I went was the nation's biggest or largest manufacturer of corrugated paper, which is cardboard paper basically. And I worked there for 3 months. I got fired for no reason, and then went to that job in Cali, and then now here I am. So all I'm saying is, how the fuck does all that happen? How do I go to all these fucking like great companies with the type of background I have when they run backgrounds? It just doesn't make sense. I'm super grateful, and y'all never hear me say anything but being grateful for whatever I have in life. But like, it's only meant to be when it's meant to be. Like when they get rid of me, I'm gonna have something else lined up. I don't know. But again, I did turn down like another job that would pay way more because I want a future with this one. That being the airport, you see how it says 2 minutes? I'm on Airport Boulevard. I got to go fill up the gas tank because I only have 40 miles. And I actually have, it's 4:15. My flight departs at like 6. So I actually have time. Car this time, y'all. I'll show y'all. It's super clean. It's fucking, car is super clean. I even wiped the little like specks of bullshit where they tried to say that that's where they, whatever, last time. I blew it with like the air at the gas station. There's no way that they can. I didn't even smoke. I have not smoked in this car all day. I'm gonna hit it with spray right now too. I vacuumed it. I washed it. Ain't no way. But I'm just saying, I'm gonna end this right now because I gotta focus on getting the fuck out of here. And that being said, I just wanted to share with you like the actual statistical chances I had of getting a job. Right? Like the statistical chances of how many people got hired. Oh shit, here it is. How many people got hired? How many people were interviewed? How many fucking etc., right? Like that's all I want you to know. Like it was legit 3 in 600 basically. So that's, do the math, that's 1 in 3. 1 in 300. Or 1 in 200, I'm sorry. 3 in 600, yeah. 6 divided, yeah. That's 1 in 200. So 1 in 200, 1 of 100's 1%. That makes it 0.5%. So I am, and again, like when I am at 0.5%, when that says I'm 0.5%, right? Then think about that. Like, of the world population that gets watched or has these drones, like if they only monitor half the, like, a 0.5 of the population, what does that number come out to? Does it come out to about 2 million? Because if it does, that's the same figure I came out with when I said a long time ago in one of my videos that they monitor 2 million people like they do me. Someone do that math and get back to me if y'all listen to this whole thing. But aside from that, much love. Y'all fucking be well. And blessings as always. Much love, y'all.